knew I wasn't scared of. Those gadgets just aren't good enough to stack up against Black Wings, which kind of
just
like
so you all
pickle
remember, Alex was in danger of winning 3 in a row, meaning Gage could ban Kalut. So now he's free to just play Black Wing again.
And then just backtrack in 2, hoping to tie together a little bit of a win streak combo, if you will. And hopefully the wheel is going to help that. This wheel is a little bit less than ideal, I'd say. A lot of these slices of the wheels, like the rares, the supers, and the ultras, all of it for the side sets that really don't pack a lot of punch. It's nothing.
Hold up! Wait a minute! Hi. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor, and the quality is guaranteed to be the best. Auto on. Incredibly flexible and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Go to dogehype.com.
That was wrong.
What a good idea. How about you get fucking banned? What the hell? Who falls for this? Come on now.
But all the other ones, like the promos, the starlights, all the other slices.
I already have enough view bots. If you're a view bot, let me get a 1 in chat.
100 clicks here. Give it a good spin. See what we get. Starlight would be massive. It would be game changing. Oh my god, bro, the unbanned ticket!
Unbanned Sidra, you fucking coward.
How long it's been since we've released something from the list? I might get to play the Gizzy! Alex and I have a laundry list of mutually banned
You just said I might get to play the Gizzy?
cards, but there's very few on my side that are just banned for me. I think we have a pretty good choice of what we're unbanning, but we won't get to decide until next episode.
Bestiari, let's go.
There's already pretty obvious choices, but we'll go back to the opening today. Right, keep in mind today's opening is from Retro Pack 2, which is July 28th, 2009. This is just
Retro Pack 2's got some shit in it. Ring of Destruction, Lad, Gores.
Imagine him looking like this, bro. This is prime retro SEMO, dude. The Rise Against shirt. Jesus, handsome looking.
Oh, yeah. The problem is that Alex is just too sexy.
Guy, bro. I'll let him tell you all about it.
You know, maybe in retrospect, I should have just stuck with my guns. I have this habit to just overthink things and just try to, like,
Let him tell you all about it.
Is that titty Yu-Gi-Oh in the corner?
You know, maybe in retrospect, I should have just stuck with my guns. I have this habit to just overthink things and just try to, like, one-up Gage on a level that I don't even think he's on, and I think I just took it way to the extreme last time, and that's why we're in the loser.
Alex is coming to terms with the truth of this world, which is you can only next level someone if you are exactly one level above them.
Retro Pack 2. Now, the first Retro Pack was exciting. The second one follows suit, because you can just see here in the Secret Rare slot, yes, a lot of these cards are pretty hard to obtain because they are in the Secret Rare category, but another crack at Gores. Ring would be pretty nice if we didn't already each have a copy, but another shot of that's pretty cool. Light and Darkness Dragon is a card that's never seen play in the progression series.
Go to the Ultras. Look at how good the Ultras are. Jinzo, Mirror Wall, Tear, United, Dash. The rest of these are bad.
An interesting one because I don't think this card is limited or anything, so this makes Magical Scientist a lot more powerful because instead of just having one restrict to like absorb one monster, you can summon multiple and just eat up the board without even going into a battle phase. So I think I'd like to get more copies of this. The rare slot, I mean, there's some decent stuff in here that was like much higher rarity before. Stuff like Donzalug and Parshat. Ultras, Magic Cylinder was
Cylinder's
a secret.
big.
Another crack at that. Royal Decree is a card that I believe prior to this was a tournament pack.
I think Nightmare Wheel's even playable.
So just being
Obnoxious Celtic is a really good board option for like the foreseeable
Super rares,
future.
again, nothing too crazy. I think most of these are
Supers,
actually maybe the least exciting slot in the entire pack. There's like some cases like Limiter, but I think we already have this. And then the commons, there's actually some crazy stuff. So more chances at Dust Tornado, Call the Haunted Band, Pre-Mat we already have. Nobleman and Crossout, I think is a card that has still eluded both Gage and I up until this point. So more shots of this is pretty nice. There's also cards like Mask of Restrict potentially if we don't already have
Torrential,
Tribute to Common, which is currently limited, but later on
Yada
it will move up to
at
multiple
common,
copies, so then we can actually play more of this. Kaiku was a card that I believe we were sort of locked out because it was behind like weird rarities before, so having more access to this is pretty nice. Just overall, a really fantastic set, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can actually pull out of it. But first, we have to open our pity pack, and we've actually moved on. We are no longer in the champion pack purgatory. We're now onto Turbo Pack 1, ladies and gentlemen. So flip it up for our first pack. This is pretty good. Raiko's actually not a terrible card in the slightest. I'd like to get more of this. Train's probably not too good. Mermillo, we're probably not playing Glads, but Raiko is a really sick hit, all things considered. Let's see what we get in our second pack. That's literally the exact same pack. That's fucking wild. But
he opened the exact same pack twice.
If you ever do want to, maybe go back to Chaos or anything, just saying we could potentially have that option. I know everyone in the comments is going to cringe. Second,
he opened Mermillo in that slot 3 times in a row.
Phantom Darkness. So we could possibly play with this a little bit. I think we have 2 copies of Necro Gardener potentially to like synergize with this. I'm not sure what else we could do, but the other Glad stuff again not probably going to be used because Bestiari is still banned, courtesy of me. So 24 packs of Retro Pack 2. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen.
Today's set is actually
He's still
huge.
giggling
24
about
packs of Retro Pack 2. There's a lot of really powerful reprints. I even just got to look
Shine
at
Sparker, thank you for the 13. Captain Seagull, thank you for the 4.
Dragon,
Ghost
40,
thank you for the
23. It's a
23.
heater, bro. There's a lot of big stuff.
17. The Trash Menace, thank you for
This
the
may be a
3.
set that if we don't score big, we will be spending
the 4.
a newer ticket.
PK Master, thank you for the sub. The average stream,
pack
thank you
number
for the
1.
sub. Let's go.
Oh, that's so good, bro. Off the bat, the secret rare Light and Darkness Dragon. Absolutely
beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff.
That's what we like to see.
But you know what else we like to see? We like to see the individuals in my chat staying safe when they're online, masking their internet activity from disgusting targeted advertisements, and unlocking region-locked stuff by using a VPN. As you all know, my VPN of choice is NordVPN. And you can get a sick discount on a subscription by going to nordvpn.com/MBT Yugioh. If you don't like it, That's fine. They've got a 30-day free money-back guarantee.
Return. This already sets the standard for how good this set is, bro. These secret rares are pretty rare on their own. Some of them are absolute bangers, bro. Haymakers. The other ones, not too much, though, but there's a lot of good stuff to pick from here. That's a huge card to pick up in pack number 1. Number 2, baby. Gravekeeper Spy is one to look out for. I've only had one copy throughout the progression series at this point, and this is another great stab at the card here to pick up our final few copies. There's this and also Nobleman of Crossout in the common section. Really powerful common card.
How do you choose which VPN to be sponsored by? We respond to Nord because I like them the most.
Yes, sir, bro. A Sure Priestess.
That's
how.
That
was wrong. Destiny Board's another super rare to pick up. Second copy, third copy, Book of Moon, maybe. Second. I've only had one copy of Book of Moon up until now. It's been rough. This card goes to 3 quite soon, actually, I think. So definitely want to pick up a couple more copies of it. There's a third copy of Book of Moon coming in clutch. Still haven't found a lot of Nobleman of Crossouts, as well as Gravekeeper Spy, which is stuff I want to keep an eye out for.
All right, 24 packs of Retro Pack 2. Let's flip up the first pack, see what we get. An ultra rare Hell Poemer. Probably not going to be using that. I think we already have a Sewer Priest. We have most of this. I don't think there's anything too cool in here. Alpha the Magnet Warrior, though. This was always my favorite. He wasn't like the best one. I think Beta's way better, but I always like the way Alpha looked for some reason. Kaiku's pretty nice. Again, I don't think I had a single copy of Kaiku prior to this episode, so I'll take it. Book of Moon, I think we're on the full stack already, so I don't need any more copies of this. Everything else in here is kind of a dud, but I mean, you can see the quality in this pack is actually quite high. That's a pretty sick hit. Dawn Zalug is a card that may be a bit past its time, but you know, for the hand destruction strats, we will take it. I'm kind of sad. Gage is probably going to get access to Gravekeeper Spy this episode because it's a common, and there's not a ton of commons in this set to possibly pull. So it was fun while it lasted while we had him, but it's fine. Goblin Attack Force is pretty sick if we ever wanted to go back to Skill Drain Beatdown because it's just another gigantic body that we really didn't have access to before, and so not a terrible pickup.
Why are we in 1 month follower mode now?
Funny. I
don't know.
Decent cards in the set overall. Nice.
Why are we in?
I'd like to get a playset because this card goes from like 1 to 2
1 month
back to 1
follower
to 3.
mode.
This card
Turn
goes
that
all
shit
over the
off.
place. And so having this for when it does change on the ban list will be really nice to have. Oh, there we go. There's another Torrential, another Kaiku as well. Nightmare Wheel. I think we're set on Reckless Greed as well, but there's Mask of Restrict. I mean, this is just like all of these cards in here except for like Magic Drain and Legendary Ocean and Reckless Greed were all hollows in their respective sets. That's crazy. There's our first Nobleman of Crossout. Oh my god. I cannot believe we've gone, what are we on? Episode 48, I think, and we haven't had knock. This is going to change things quite significantly because defense position monsters are sometimes really annoying for us to deal with, and we really have had no clean out apart from like Soul Exchange. So having knock at our disposal actually changes quite a bit.
There's one of them. Nobleman of Crossout. A couple of trap cards in here too. Nothing else big. Want to get a couple of copies of these. Hopefully a playset would be killer. Ultra rare. United We Stand. I think it's a little eclipsed past its time when it was good. This card was limited for a short amount of time, but it's not quite good anymore.
Not
That's
good
what we get
enough.
when we're visiting Retro Pack. Lava Golem. And another spy. That's my third spy, I think, here. Pretty big. Lava Golem's nice for later on in the game, I think, here. In the earlier stages of the game, there might be some gimmicky burn stuff to do with it, but it's not all that. Whoa! Thousand Eyes Restrict! Something
Don't we already have one of
had
these?
Pull from day one when it got released, bro. He has yet to abuse it. This makes a Scientist package on its own, I think, actually, like, OD. It makes it quite good. I was really looking for a Thousand Eyes Restrict, and I'm glad I got one, dude. That's a perfect pickup. Metamorphosis is now playable. Buster Blader coming in as a super rare. Another Necro Val. All right.
Interesting.
It's not nothing too special.
Ooh, not only did we get a second knock, but there's our
Decree
first
is going to
Royal
make this
Decree. This is a
series
rare, so
a
these aren't going to be
disaster.
guaranteed in the slightest, but this opens up a lot of different strategies potentially later on if we want to just shut Gage out of traps completely. Okay, I'm not going to complain. 2 copies of Royal Decree.
Let me make sure
that
I don't have a bunch of bots in chat.
This just even being in the side
if you're a
for decks where
bot
we just
type
don't play
1,
traps is
if
just
you're a
phenomenal.
human
So I'm really
type
happy
2,
for that.
please.
Oh, sick. There's an Air Knight Parshath. We actually never had access to this card before because it was an Ultra, I believe. And so I think Gage may have had this already and it may be past its time for this card to be good. But honestly, it's still a cool pickup. I am happy though. This is my 3rd Dust Tornado. I've been stuck on 2 of this card for a while, so now we have a full 3 that we can side potentially. That's good. Interesting. And there's Necro Valley. So I don't think we get the Gravekeeper support until Starstrike Blast, but depending on our Gravekeeper's Commandant count, we can also just play that as like a mini
actually a human, you can answer this simple question. What is 9
I've been gushing over the
12?
commons, and there's another Ultra, which we haven't really seen since the very first pack. Injection Fairy Lily. Again, a little bit past this card's prime, but still, I mean, this set's phenomenal. Not really relevant, but I did pull one of each of the Magnet Warriors, which is just kind of sick. I pulled Beta in another pack, but just didn't show it. So it's just nostalgic. It's cool. Super rare Gem Defender. Unfortunately, that is probably one of the worst cards we could pull in the Halloween card. I think anything in the super rare slot is pretty much.
The supers were very
bad.
bad.
I don't think I had a lot of Bazu the Soul Eaters though, and that's another one to add to the mix. Again, it's something a little bit that's probably too late. Nothing that's going to be playable.
Many people
but
saying
right.
19.
Okay,
You're stupid.
20. We got 4 left. I've gotten 2 Noblemen of Crossouts. I buffed out the Spy playset. Got Light and Darkness Dragon, Thousand Eyes Restrict. I think this is pretty good, man. I think this is a key. The 3rd Nobleman of Crossout. That's huge, man. That's really good. Another Bazu. That's not bad. 3 more packs. I really don't care what I get. I think I already hit the top end of what I was looking for. It's a lot of good spell cards. None of that I need. Ceasefire. Crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. Last pack.
Ceasefire is kind of crazy.
2. Anything in the close?
Yeah, nothing super hype,
nothing at all. Don't worry.
but they got everything
the
they wanted.
Got the Noblemans. Got the Spies. Got the Thousand Eyes Restrict. That's good enough for me, man. I'm definitely going to take that. It's quite crazy. Save it to the collection. Let's get brewing.
Oh, and there's another Ultra Dark Ruler Hades. This card is actually not terrible, although I think we have better tributes now.
Very
I think
good
if we had
pickup
this
if you
earlier on, this
expect
would've been a nice
Gage
pull.
to be
it has
playing
a small
Narc.
niche
This
application with its
wipes
effect, though,
Narc.
so I mean, that's something to rule out completely. That's our first Magic Cylinder, too. I'm not sure if Magic Cylinder's limited. I think it still might be, but this is just neat because if we want to go back to Burn, this is just another card we can play. I mean, the amount of just varying strategies that this set supports for Progression Series is actually mind-blowing. All right, only a few packs left of Retro Pack 2, and I gotta be honest, this has been a phenomenal opening. It could have obviously been better if we pulled some better hollows, but I don't really think I can complain. 3rd to last pack here. I think we're already set on all of those cards. I think that's our 3rd Parshath, actually. 2nd to last. If Cylinder isn't limited, there's a second one that we can possibly play.
Playing
For our last
Cylinder,
pack, I don't even know what I could get. If I got a
it's
secret,
not
that'd be nice,
limited,
but it doesn't look like we are going to.
Okay, we did pull an Obnoxious. That's
this is gonna be a lot of fun.
later.
There's a lot of different stuff we can do here, so let's get to building.
Last week we saw some success with our Blackwing Monarch list. It worked out pretty well. I was considering.
Okay, we can run it back. This is a fun deck. It's I think it's below the power level necessary. It's just not very consistent. We only have 1 Shura, 1 Bora, 1 Gale, but I like the concept. It's like, it's funny.
Running it back for the guarantee that Alex is definitely going to queue up those Black Wings again. But I feel like we could do better. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing back a fan.
You're telling me he baited me from an archetype I really liked and a deck I thought was pretty smart to play fucking Chaos Monarch again? 0-2.
Favorite with a twist, though. Today we are going to be playing Chaos with tuners. It's going to be good. Trust me, trust me. Fan favorite back in the mix here. Upgraded head.
It's going to be good. Okay, at least he's playing, like, instant fusions to pair with the Krebins. He has, like, there are some reasons that he should play this, but Jesus Christ. Also, I feel like I shouldn't have to say this. What's going on with his hair? It looks like he is unwashed, and it's
Absolutely.
just like sticking up wherever.
Fierce, let me tell
Look
you.
at that.
The whole point of this Chaos Synchro list is to be able to
Put
utilize
on a
our
hat.
insane
That's
Chaos
what I
cards
do
like
when I'm too
Blackluster
lazy to
Soldier,
shower.
Chaos Sorcerer, things that we haven't seen played in a minute. We're going to be able to mix in Archias the Shadow Monarchs with Gale the Black Whirlwind, and the power of Krebon just being able to stick on the field. There's a handy tuner that's able to make a lot of our Synchro monsters. Paired with Instant Fusion, you can actually get Musician.
I know he smell good 5 times in 1 second.
I really wish there was another
Maybe we
really
should
good
turn
kind of
slow
equip
mode
card to be
back
able to
on.
play to make like Power Tool Dragon useful, but it looks like in the most senses we're
What
going
is
to be
with
making
Chad
Star
just
Dragons
typing
anyways.
individual
It's been a while since we've seen
letters,
this list,
by
but I
the
think this
way?
deck is actually
You
also
could at
really
least
good
have
against
some
Black Wing.
decency and
Retro
try
Pack 2
and
is a huge
spell
thing being able to
out
buff these
Progressi.
moves, which we only had one copy of up until now. This card is great to stop Black Whirlwind in the same sense that Bottomless Trap Hole would remove the monster, so Black Whirlwind can't check the attack of the monster to be able to search. Cards like Book of Moon and Bottomless Trap Hole are already good in our series because we don't play with mechanic like turn player priority.
Hope you
for initial
actually
attacks.
just
That's where
got
these
pretty
cards are
close.
just hella good too. Also in the 5Ds era, being able to flip down tuners or monsters that are going to be synchroned with is pretty strong on its own too. This card has just gone to 3 this list, so it's pretty nice to have this card as an integral part of our toolkit. The Magical Scientist coming in with Thousand Eyes Restrict was too strong in the pools, bro. It's something I was really looking for.
Oh, it was
and
the
hopefully gonna
spirit
use Alex to use
letters.
words that was the most
I
useful thing in
wasn't
his engine.
even
There's still
paying
cards like
attention.
Last Turn that he could easily be playing in his list, but he's just not, and it definitely stuns me. I think this is going to definitely be one of the breakaway things, just either being able to bring out, of course, any of these cards. Ryu Senshi is really strong too. Dark Bolter has caused some trouble for Alex, but the Thousand Eyes
Deck's
Restrict is going to
fine.
be a
It's
bitch. I think this
fine.
list is tight, man. I think
He's not like
everything else
really
is
in
tight.
on Monarchs. He's
This one
basically
seems
just
really
playing good
well-balanced. I'm really
cards.
stoked to take it in for a
Caius
spin.
is
See
crazy
what else
right
is
now.
up.
This Krebins thing is nice. Ah! What the fuck? Oh. It was the Gilosaurus. I was looking at him pull the Gilosaurus, and I was like, isn't that playable in something? Now I remember. It's a free special. You contribute Catapult Turtle over it. It's a fucking Monster Gate target. Oh. Look at him. That conniving, greasy little fuck. Oh my god. There's Mind Master in this. What the fuck does Mind Master do? We have no other psychics. It's a 1-star tuner for Dark Strike Fighter. I'm going to come. If I was in charge of Prague, they would just be playing this shit every week. Oh my god. Does he even know how spell economics works? This deck is not easy.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have decided to choose violence because we are bringing Magical Scientist FTK to today's episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series.
Okay, watch his fingers. They wiggle the entire time. Here's how you do. Boom. And then you hold them. He's got them wiggling here. Brings them out. They're wiggling more. He's just a wiggly man. Look at this. Wiggling.
Today,
Wiggling.
ladies and gentlemen,
Wiggle,
we
wiggle,
have
wiggle,
decided
wiggle,
to choose
wiggle.
violence
Yeah!
Because we are bringing Magical
I'm
Scientist
wiggling.
FTK to today's episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. I cannot believe that this deck is fucking legal, but we have one last
this is
opportunity to play
horrifying.
in this form because 1 for 1 goes to 1 in the next episode because there's
Unfortunately,
a
I
new
think
set of
Gage
bans
is
that comes
playing
out
too
with
many
Ancient
good
Prophecy,
trap
and this
cards
card
to
will not
lose
be
to
free
this.
for any longer, and because I pulled 3 of this card, that is what has allowed me to decide to bring this deck all together. We also pulled a nice few copies of Gilosaurus in today's Retro Pack episode,
No
which is one of the key
Cold
components
Wave.
of the FTK that I was missing. And so it isn't perfect, but I think it's probably good enough to
Decrees
beat
in the
Gage in
board
the
are
best 2 out of 3
good.
one time, and then we will never play this deck again because it probably is just not going to be good enough. But let's do the card by card. If you've never seen this deck before, this is probably a version of it you've never seen because I'm about to take this to a completely
MBT,
different
this is an
extreme. So
FTK? Yeah, okay, for sure. He will have to play a game too.
so the typical FTK revolves around Magical Scientist as well as Catapult Turtle. The idea is that with Magical Scientist, you pay 7,000 life points, summon 7 level 6s that have a high enough attack stat. You summon them with Catapult Turtle and then send them off into the opponent's life points. Sack off the turtle, sack off the scientist, you win the game. But
I'm
there's
so
a new
happy
change
he's
to that plan
bringing
as
this.
well,
What a
courtesy
fucking
of one of the
cheeser.
synchros that we
What a
pulled in the more
fucking
previous sets.
cheeser. Master.
Dark Strike Fighter.
When we were recording
FTK, and
history,
honestly, I think this is probably a better
he was
way
like,
to do
"You're
the
gonna
FTK,
love
is that if you
progression
have
this
magical
week." And I said,
scientists
"What do you
and
mean?"
any
He
level
said,
1
"You'll
tuner,
see." I
you're
see.
able to
I
summon
see
a
now,
level
sir.
6 off of the scientist, sync the tuner and the 6 for Dark Strike Fighter, which is a 7, summon all of your 6s with your remaining life points, and sack them all off to the Strike Fighter, and sack off the Strike Fighter himself, because this is pre-errata and not once per turn, so you can do this as much as you want. So this is the heart and soul of what we are trying to do here. We'll still play the Catapult Turtle version, of course, but we also have access to a Dark Strike Fighter variant of the Magical Scientist FTK as well. Gyrosaurus's role is that we need something to actually sack for the Catapult Turtle. That's why this is here. So we can special this turn 1, sack for the turtle. If we have Last Will, we go in Scientist, we just FTK that way. Then we have the Mind Master, Triple Thunder Dragon. This may contradict our reasoning in Monster Gate, but this is here for a few reasons. First of all, it allows us to trigger Last Will in like weird ways if we need to.
Right.
Secondly, it gives us extra cards in our hand for cards that we may have, like Card Destruction, Drag Down, Hand
Thunder
Destruction.
Dragon
It allows
is
us to actually
mission
sort of
critical.
break even on those exchanges. So it is weird for Monster Gate and reasoning.
It's
but
like
those are only
reasoning
one of
gate
anyway.
shit.
If I was
It's like
playing the
you
full
have
3,
to
which I'm
play
not even
it.
allowed to because both cards are limited, then I wouldn't even play Thunder Dragon, but I like being able to thin my deck before we actually start going into some of these other cards, because we are just trying to deep draw. And then our last monster is Toon Cannon Soldier.
How does
because with Toon
Gage
Cannon
win if he
Soldier,
doesn't
we can
go
play two
first?
table of
This
contents,
deck
thin our deck by
breaks to
several
high
cards,
heaven.
and this gets us to a monster
What
for
happens
1
if you
for 1.
open
So that's why you see this deck
spell,
having a slightly higher monster count than
cereal,
typical Scientist FTK, because we need a monster for 1 for 1, and that's sort of how this deck all comes together. Because it gets us either the Scientist or to the Mind Master. and that
What
way we
happens
just
if you
immediately.
open
So that's what monster
L-Lab?
spells, it's just all deep draw shit. We have
L-Lab,
Card Destruction, we have
Toon
Drag Down,
Cannon
Giant Grenades to bounce
Soldier.
back
What do you
before we
do?
go for the FTK if it's not turn 1. Hand
You
Destruction
do know
because if we have,
Simo,
like, one
right?
piece and we need one other piece, we can ditch 2 and draw 2 perfectly.
The following
fine.
match
Other
starts
Dodgers,
at
same tree, only one
22:40,
last will,
but
so
the
again,
video is
neither version
40
of
minutes.
FTK,
That
but
doesn't
who cares?
matter.
The last card I threw in this deck was level limited
He's
because I
gonna
had
win
one extra
or
slot,
lose
and I
in
had no
30
idea what else to put
seconds.
here, so I just threw this in because
I'm
if I don't have
saying
FTK, I can drop this, and that way
2-1
at least Gage may
Gage,
not be able to
but
attack me. That's the idea. The monster
I
gets the
don't
MST, the triple 1 for 1. So 1 for 1 can get either one of these, which is fantastic.
I
if
feel
you need monster
bad
to do so. But
going
plenty
against
of
the
ways to get there,
protagonist.
so it shouldn't be too difficult. Painful Choice, I think, is basic.
We don't need to hear about this.
Spell card. What I can
We're
that I did
literally
both
already
magic.
past.
This is
No,
one of the easiest
2-1
ways to achieve the
Gage,
combo.
not
We need a specific
2-1 Simo.
table because that was
Oh,
we
you're
need
saying your
level
opinion.
6 for the
Sorry,
magic,
I'm
more
used to
consistent with
discounting
heavy
your
trap deck. And then
opinion.
Threatening Roar, I might side these in when I'm going 1,000. So
That was
good luck,
really
Gage. I hope you
mean.
really have fun against this. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
let's not make you wait
sorry.
any longer. It's time to duel.
All right, hold up. There we go. Time for some ads, dipshits. If you don't want to see these, subscribe at twitch.tv/MBT yugioh like Unfortunate, Dark Knight, Half Miss, Felonious Floffle, and Barley Bread did. Clark, the Ridery, thank you for the prime. Anon00000, thank you for the 5. Peeps, thank you for the sub. The Saucier, thank you for the 9. Discombobulated Dude, thank you for the 13. Wraithel, thank you for the 5. Dolan Spank, thank you for the 12.
That was wrong.
PK Master 2205, thank you for the sub. The Average Stream, we already did you. Math, thank you for the prime.
Gage. Retro Pack 2.
One
I gotta
ad,
say,
holy!
these sets that we haven't been opening in prog
True.
before. Sometimes they're ass, but Retro Pack 2, this set
That
rocks.
was
I love this
wrong.
set.
Oh yeah, this set is sick, dude. The secret rares in this set are things like a lot of them. It's our first
Yeah.
time.
Jasmine Reality
Unwinder,
Unwinder, thank you for the prime.
Gore's Emissary of Darkness is another huge one.
I
Yep.
subbed as soon as I
This-
saw a
it's banger.
Cleveland,
A lot of the
Ohio
cards are
ad.
ridiculous, too. I don't know if you've
Fun
been through it.
times in Cleveland.
I did. Thank you for rubbing that in. No, I think at one point I stopped in my opening and I mentioned how like 6 or 7 of the cards in one pack were all super and above in previous packs that we'd opened.
Oh my
like,
God, play
these
the
recent
goddamn
sets. Retro
game.
Pack has been phenomenal. I think sadly this is the last Retro Pack. I mean, there's other stuff, but
Yeah, there's only 2 retro packs
Make
in the
subs
series, so I
watch
guess everything
ads.
was
I wish
just
I
old geezer
could.
stuff from there. But no, like you said, man, a lot of the cards are a little bit old, but you got to remember a lot of those old cards are truly timeless.
That
So
was
it's true.
wrong.
They give you a chance to buff out those.
Dark
sets.
Tome, thank you for
it'll
the
be
prime.
interesting too because cards like Torrential Tribute, for instance, at some point actually go to like
It looks
semi-limited
fine.
and unlimited. So this was a chance for us to like round out those playsets for once we get to that point later in the progression series. So it may not have like an immediate impact, but for now, let's see what happens, buddy. Let's see what happens. Let's shout the patron Red Eyes Jank. Thank
Geese
you
Howl,
for
thanks for the
support. Let's see how
prime
this
as
rock,
well.
paper, scissors goes. We're not winning.
That
Ad
was
reminded
wrong.
me.
Hit it with
That's
the
why we
scissors,
play
okay?
him, baby.
Tough decision for you, buddy.
You know what? I thought for a second. I'm like, it really isn't a tough decision, bro. I'm gonna still go second. I think it's the best.
No, Gage!
Sounds good,
No,
buddy. Best of luck to
Gage!
you
Don't
as well.
do
I
it!
think you-
Oh,
Phase
it's over.
1. I am going to kick things off with a Toon Table of Contents.
This
That
is
was
Are you
wrong.
sure?
it's
What are
over,
you
dude.
doing?
It's fucking over.
well,
You have no
It's
response to
it's
this, so I'm going to cycle
over.
through a few Toon Tables here.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to get this Toon Cannon Soldier.
Oh my God, Cannon Soldier. Alex, don't you
It's
have
over,
to me
dude.
right
It's
now, bro.
over. It's
Let's go
over.
buddy.
All right, yep, cheesing. Okay.
Oh, it's
Pretty
over.
good. Okay, you know what, buddy? Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun.
Okay, all right, reasoning's fine. Alex, I'm scared, man. How you Toon Table and like expect me not to be worried? I'm gonna call level 1 from the deck.
You're going to
It's
level 1. Okay, is there any particular
over.
reason you're calling level 1? Just out of
You're
curiosity?
I know there's a lot of
walking
really powerful level
into
1
the
monsters,
parking
so if you're playing, like, some
lot
kind of FTK or
with
something,
the
that's what we're
hot
doing. These games are
guy.
big, right? Oh my
Interesting.
fucking God!
Interesting.
No way!
And
He
buddy,
has it. He
I'm
just
gonna
has.
make you
That's
shit
it.
your
1 for
pants.
1.
Dude,
It's over.
1 for 1. Pitch the
Oh
Toon
my
Cannon Soldier.
fucking God,
Get
it's
the
over.
Magical Scientist
Oh
to
my
the
God,
field.
it's
Oh my
actually
God,
Ready
over.
for
Figured it
the
out.
Magical Scientist FTK, Sir Nimnik?
Do it.
Yes, you shall.
Make
man.
him do
One
it.
time for the audience,
All
bro.
right,
Put
let's
me
go
in
ahead and
third.
show people how
Let's
this
get some
works in
minus
basic
1,000s
form.
in the
I will pay
chat.
1,000 life points to special summon a level
Minus
6 or
1,000.
lower fusion. And I will
Down
choose
comes
Steam
the best
Gyro,
card in
and
the
with
game.
The Catapult Turtle, I will sacrifice the Steam
Oh
Gyro to deal
my God.
1,100 damage to your life points.
1100. All right.
I will now do this 6 more times and send 6 more fusion monsters. So I have 2 more steam gyrates. You're going to take 1100 twice.
Okay, it's 22.
That does it for all of the 22. So now I have to go to the 21. So I'm going to send a sandwich.
Okay, it's 1050.
A sandwich.
Another 1050.
Another sandwich.
Another 1050.
And we're going to go with a, which do I like the best? I'll go with Roaring Ocean Snake. I think he's pretty cool.
He is pretty cool, man. And that's how much for the last one there?
That's another 1050, buddy.
1050. All right.
And for the final part of the FTK, I will use Turtle to sack off Magical Scientist and the Turtle himself to deal the remaining damage to your life point.
Alex, I'm looking at this hand. I'm angry, bro. This hand's
He was
insane.
like, it was a
Thanks for letting
win.
me go first, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. Oh my God, bro. I got.
Oh, it's over. It's over. We can't fucking. Jesus Christ. I forgot that he's the protagonist.
For the first time in the progression series, Alex, I regret letting you go first.
Oh my
That's
God.
insane, dude. There's so many dumb things that you have at your disposal that I was
cheeser.
waiting so long for you to just hit me with.
And this is one of them.
This is
Didn't
one
even
of them,
need
bro.
a tribute scientist.
I
Yeah,
know,
historically when
we're
this
just
existed, they
twiddling
didn't
your
have
fingers there,
22s,
you're waiting for
I
some
think,
Dark
right?
Strike Fighter to do the same
They were out here
thing,
sending
bro.
like
It's
fucking
it's
metal
terrifying.
dragons.
So I obviously can't let you go first again.
It
Because-
costed you
no,
7.
cards like Effect Veiler and stuff just don't exist at this point. So I am gonna opt to go first. Hopefully set up something against
Okay.
this onslaught here.
Best of luck, buddy. You know, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, damn, this is so nice that we're basically
Okay, we have lost this
basically
game.
making each other go first.
I know,
I'm guaranteed,
right?
even if I lose rock paper scissors, that
They
I get
also
to, if
didn't
I
have
get the combo
triple
points,
1
I
for
can
1.
win, but
They
that's
had
the
more
one.
reasoning in
I'll set
Monster
2,
Game.
I'll set 3, and I'll pass. Go ahead.
Okay, you got some back row.
I've got a little protection
Alright,
against
this is-
Summon
this
Scientist
is
here,
over.
if you will.
Yeah.
You want to
okay,
just
we're
go to
gonna do
game
like
3?
did
I
last
feel like
time.
we
We'll
don't
do
have to
table.
Yeah,
fucking.
Table for 3 is fine.
All right, so we will go. You sure you don't want to Magic Jammer this?
No, I don't want to Magic Jammer it.
All right, so we'll get him out of here. We'll get the little boy himself.
The little boy himself.
Okay, now I have to play this much differently than we did the first time around. I gotta be honest, Gage, my hand is not.
There's
looking
really
too
no
hot.
way to do this. This hand just doesn't do anything. We have to pass.
Question now is.
We just have to pass.
How do I want to?
We have to pass.
I
We're gonna.
think the
we have
move
to pass.
for me
We have-
is I'm going
we should
to go
set Cannon Soldier?
set
Yeah.
1,
Yeah,
2,
this is the play.
3 of my
Don't
own
set the
damage.
fucking serial
At least it's
spell.
not FTK. I mean, that's good for me.
It's
I'll
okay.
draw, stand by main, all right?
Sure.
I'll get Breaker on the field here. It's gonna stick.
It'll stick. That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna break this face down.
It's
Okay.
MST.
Never
That's what
punished.
we're
We are never punished.
Let's take this one out.
All right, it's a good one. All right, the
Okay.
Torrential on.
Okay.
I'll flip up Mystic Speed up. And I'll go Battle Phase. I'll try to poke over this.
It is the Toon Cannon Soldier.
Okay, cool. And then 14
Okay, so
veto.
this
Take
is
it. Cool.
kind
I
of
will just press
crusty
my
now.
Feel good. You got some damage in.
I
Okay,
do.
we lose. The game is now over.
To play a bit on the defensive here. so
Legitimately, what
I
is
will
serial
set
spell for in this
and I will
deck?
pass.
Good
Cannon,
question.
I'll just keep
Wait,
throwing
also
dudes at
doesn't
me. I'll
Simo
summon
have a
Sure,
last
Battle
will?
Breaker
Where's
into
that?
Was Gillosaurus, a card we
Okay.
saw this in this set, as a matter of fact.
All right, special one from your opponent's graveyard. I'm curious where this plays a role in your deck. Probably just an extender to get like Strike Fighter out or something like that. 14 and then 11.
25 total.
It's
Take
for
it.
1 for 1?
just pass
What
it
do you
again,
get
bud.
off the 1
Draw.
for 1?
Oh,
Mind Master?
That's unfortunate.
Seems like
No,
an
it's
FTK
over.
deck, bro.
This is
Seems
over.
like
Yeah,
an
this
FTK
is
deck.
the FTK giveth and the FTK
Serial
taketh
spell,
away. This
copy
is,
1 for
I
1
was
and
worried
1
about this
summon
one.
scientist and
I
Mind Master is an
will-
FTK.
This is what?
Oh, because you
25.
can
This is
summon a
exactly
6.
lethal.
You're
Yeah, you
right.
got it, buddy.
You're
You got
right.
it.
Nice. All right, guys. Swift game 2, man. Let's hope for.
Okay, time for game 3. I mean, this must have been a joy to record. Legitimately 15-minute long episode.
I will let you know, Gage. I had a combo, but it came 1 turn too late, unfortunately.
What the fuck was
just
the
barely-
combo?
I don't know what your background was
1
either,
for
so
1,
if you
1
could've
for
stopped
1.
it, then maybe it didn't
Serial
matter, but
spell
I
the
did
1 for 1.
potentially
We
have a
didn't
line,
open the...
to end it. So
You know, maybe we should have even not set the shooty man on the concept that, like, it would have been important to be able to serial spell a 1 for 1. I think he's, like, worried about conserving life points because to do the Catapult Turtle line, you do have to activate Magical Scientist 6 times, but I don't think you have to do that for Dark Strike Fighter, right? I'm not sure.
there, a bit lucky. I will tell you, though, no surprise, I'm going to go first
right.
because if I get the combo...
We got a couple
Better pray.
people
Yeah, you know
saying
I-
the stream died. No, it didn't. It did not die.
Got a way to stop it because that doesn't exist quite now. So.
Not yet, anyway. Not yet. All right, buddy. Main phase 1. Best
Yep,
of luck.
Yep. Do 2 people again, bro. I dare you.
We're going to do reasoning again.
I know you play 1 for 1 now, so I think I just definitely got to call 5 to stop the Catapult Turtle, right? But what else do you have? Cannon Soldier doesn't serve the same purpose. It's a little bit different. What's the thing with Cannon Soldier? It can't target itself or something like
I
that?
think it can.
Oh, it's tribute when to inflict 500, so it's definitely not as strong.
Correct. It's a much weaker version.
Thing is like if you have like the pre-mat or something like that, you have it anyways. I'm gonna call level 5, which is the level of Catapult Turtle.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the right pick. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. This is just going to come down to what he hits here. If he hits Catapult Turtle, he wins because he pre-mats it back, then he 1 for 1s. If he hits Mind Master, he wins. If he hits Gilosaurus or Thunder Dragon, he loses. Right? Okay.
Okay. It's a tough one, but I think I
No.
can see why you would go
No.
there. Okay.
God, those cards
No.
are so yes.
How do you beat him? Legitimately, how do you beat him? This is exactly, beat for beat, what happened to me in our history episode. He went for a reasoning, whiffed it, and then it didn't matter because pre-mat's legal. Look how excited Gage is. His joy and optimism. He's so happy with himself.
That was wrong.
I want you to watch. Let's see if we can pinpoint the moment where his heart tears in half.
Yeah. Oh, those cards are all powerful, though, Alex. I'm going to say, man. True Nate, Last Will, what the fuck?
Now you can sort of see where I was going with this, unfortunately, buddy.
There it is. Look at that. Ah. Oh.
I'm going to say, man. True Nate, Last Will, what the fuck?
Now you can sort of see where I was going with this, unfortunately, buddy. As you predicted, I do have the premature burial, and as you predicted, I have the one.
No, bro, I lost.
He didn't play a single fucking card.
Oh, man. I was like, there's no way around it.
Oh, my God.
All right, send me off, man. Hit me with it.
All right, we'll go through it one more time, buddy. I will pay 7,000 life points, putting me at 200. Let's get rid of them, buddy. We will send the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4,
33
5, 6,
That was wrong.
7, and we will send our final 2 monsters to the graveyard.
Never quite close enough, bro. Man, that... Fuck you, dude. Oh, my God, bro. I don't even know what to say. What's this last card, dude?
Funny enough, it was threatening roar.
Oh, my God, bro. Jesus.
So if I didn't have the combo, I had to turn to get to it. So, okay, I need to tell you why I was thinking this. So, I don't know if you know this, but 1 for 1 is obviously insane.
Yeah,
But that's not the reason why I played this deck. I pulled 3 of this in Raging Battle,
I know.
and this card is not limited until next episode, and
His deck dies in 1 episode. What a king.
there is something almost worse than the traditional Magical Scientist FTK that I did not even get to show you, buddy.
What's that?
Let's go ahead and introduce, let's get Mr. Magical Scientist to the field. Let's go ahead and introduce the Magical Scientist Mind Master FTK.
Oh, you got a Mind Master, too?
I
Oh,
did.
Rare,
no.
nothing.
I will let you in on a secret here. Mind Master can be any level 1 tune. It does
Anything.
not matter what this card is. I just thought Mind Master would be the most tilting. So what I can do is, I can pay 1,000 for Scientist and summon any 6.
That was
Sync the
wrong.
Mind Master and the 6 for Dark Strike Fighter and do the whole combo this way as well instead of doing the Catapult line. So 1 for 1, because I have 3 copies of it, it's like I have 5 copies of Scientist and Mind Master.
Well, what did you want him to do? What did you want him to do? Okay, guys, but with all due respect, how are you not prepared for this yet? I'm gonna show Alex how to really abuse Magical Scientist. Oh, this was such a good episode. I can't be mad at Gage playing Chaos, but Alex brought a shotgun for the table. Looking forward to Joseph having a conniption when Alex does his turn in the chair. True, yeah, that's true.